We're expecting to see two different sized iPhones. The talk is about a 4.7 and a 5.5 inch. So that's something that is a little new because you're used to maybe two different prices going back to this year's and last year's models, but there might be two different versions. It's a lot like what the iPad already has. They actually have two different size versions with similar specs inside. So with Apple now, it's really about the big screen. A lot of people are wanting a bigger screen, so sure, you're expecting a bigger screen. And there isn't a huge amount, I feel, beyond that. I mean, battery life is a huge one for myself and for others I know, that they'd like to see it last longer. There's also mobile payments. There's a lot of talk about Apple making moves with NFC or near-field communication. This is a technology that's already in Android phones that allows you to tap when you get near a product or an object, and it can communicate with your phone. It can be useful if you want to get more information or make a payment somewhere. The landscape right now for both phones and wearables is really in flux. So you have a lot of companies that are all trying to come up with the next big thing in phones and the next big thing beyond phones, and it looks like Apple's event could be positioned to tackle both. I think an interesting thing to watch too will be how they, if there's wearable tech, how they pitch new technology to people who may not be interested. There's a lot of talk about who will wear watches or who will wear fitness bands. Will your mom or your grandmother or your dad or who will want to buy this? And that's a big challenge right now with a lot of these smartwatches. Can Apple come up with an idea and a use case that makes sense to people and is easy to use and seems fun to use? That's going to be a huge part of how successful that product might be.